hot there, Greg. All right,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you. Well, Steve Budin right now is here. He's joining us for today's look at Financial Focus. And Steve, as the world has now reacted to Orlando, we'll take a look now at how the markets have reacted, in some cases not reacted.
Yeah, and thankfully, the markets really haven't reacted that strongly either way, which I guess is a good news and a bad news scenario, because years ago, if this happened, the markets would be pretty bumpy, maybe a huge drop. The fact that they're fairly flat today, the bad news there is that the market basically saying, these are becoming more and more common, so there's really nothing to be upset about.
Yeah,
which is very disappointing.
Unfortunately, there's a documented history of this sort of thing happening.
Yeah, and these nuts try to disrupt our way of life and trading in the markets, and our free enterprise system is part of that. So maybe it's the market's way of saying, you're not significant, no big deal.
Right. So were you surprised when you looked at the market today and you see it's down, just 70
I was.
points there? I mean,
yeah. I really was. And again, the sad part of it is that maybe the market is just becoming more used to this. And the reason it's down, we'll get to this next Monday, but there's other factors at play in Europe that are impacting the markets today, but I don't think the shooting had anything to do with it.
Okay. Moving on now to the social media world, a big buyout here happening between Microsoft and LinkedIn. Tell us about that.
This is pretty exciting. I'm on LinkedIn. A lot of professionals are on LinkedIn, and Microsoft basically is buying the company. $26 billion with a B cash goes to LinkedIn shareholders, and to me, the deal makes a lot of sense.
Why? What is Microsoft? I mean, obviously what LinkedIn wants out of it, they're getting some nice money. But what does Microsoft want from LinkedIn users?
Yeah, so I think the synergy here is Microsoft is very good at enterprise software. So your Microsoft Office, your Microsoft the Excel, Microsoft Word, whereas LinkedIn has a phenomenally large professional network. So the way I see this going down is you may buy your next version of Microsoft Office, and in there will be a tab. Click to LinkedIn. So you could have your Microsoft Office Outlook email addresses, you click a button, and it merges right in with your LinkedIn, and vice versa. To me, this really makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, these companies are always merging. It's always interesting to see, some work, some don't, why they do and why they don't.
Yeah, and the $64,000 question is who's next? $26 billion is a lot of money. Companies like Apple have 10 times that on their balance sheet, so what are they going to do? Who may they buy? That's really the question that comes up next.
All right, Steve Budin, as always, thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back.